There's two things that Cody Bellinger talked about. Justin Turner thinks something completely different, but they all get to the same spot at the point of impact. It's just the way they go about it and the thought process. Pause it right there if you can. All right? Two things Cody Bellinger talked about. I need a bat in my hand when I do this. Is that in order to get some power when he was down in Rancho in the minor leagues in the bushes hitting the streets, he said he wanted to get more power, and he talked about the top of his bat being towards the pitcher. Run the tape a little bit because I want to show you where he gets to this point, and then run in a few guys that I think did exactly that. Because when he talked about that, I couldn't help but think about Barry Bonds and that tack hammer approach, or a guy that I played with in Atlanta, and that's Gary Sheffield. No one waggled the bat and got to that point right there as well. Another thing, if you can pause it right there, look at his legs, please. I mean, this is crazy. You talk about getting into your lower half, and you always hear me talk about keeping the upper half square and tall, so you don't lose the ability to manipulate your hands through the zone. Run the tape a little bit more, because that reminded me of a few more guys throughout the league who get into their lower half. No one does it better than Anthony Rizzo. He's all over the dish, getting into his backside. Or Adrian Beltre. I went down and did a feature with Josh Donaldson. One of the things, pause it real quick. I want people to lock in on this tee. One of the drills that he uses is almost a tee this high off the ground. Now run the tape a little bit and go into the fact of why he's doing that. Pause it. Check out the legs. He's not attacking that. I don't even need the tee. He's not attacking that pitch like this. He's going down and trying to get everything bat path level to generate as much power. When I was scuffling, Chipper Jones always used to say to me, take BP with a bent front leg. And I'd be like, huh? How does that make sense? But it was just a different visual. Instead of trying to lock it out so quick and stay back in batting practice, he almost wanted you to get the impression of a bent front leg and let it play a little bit, and you'll catch the timing a little bit better. Cody Bellinger absolutely killing it. Run this through a little bit, or we can cut right there, because I know the Justin Turner tape starts with a little bit of sound, and I want to take you inside his mindset, because he does it a little bit differently than Cody Bellinger. He's thinking a little bit more catch everything out in front, make the adjustment, but his bat path is always in the proper spot. So S-Rod, can we fast forward to the Justin Turner tape and drop the sound in? Right here. Check this out.
You know, one of the things I always thought with a leg kick was I wanted to stay back and let the ball get deep. And about 3 years ago, I kind of changed my whole mindset and wanted to gain some ground and get forward and try to catch the ball in front, and that's allowed me to get the ball in the air more often and get the ball on the pull side a little bit better. You know, when I was in New York, I couldn't pull a ball to save my life, and now that I've kind of changed my ways about it, it's a little bit easier to get the ball up in the air on the pull side.
Justin Turner, as a former utility guy, I'm living vicariously through you, because I couldn't pull a baseball to save my life either. That's what I was trying to do every at-bat against a lefty. That is position A, two-seam, pause it, two-seam fastball, middle away in a 2-0 hitter's count. I know the hip goes a little bit early, but he keeps his shoulder square. Run the tape now. We're going to get side angle on this, because that ball is absolutely pounded. That is an A swing. Pause. I can't tell you how nasty this is. Front shoulder stays somewhat tucked. I know he's starting to leak a little bit, but his hands stay so locked in the bat path. Now run it through. This is perfection. This is exactly what you're trying to do with a 2-0 fastball, as opposed to this is pull side. He's going to get the head out a little bit quicker. So check that out. I know he's catching the ball out in front. He talks about catching the ball out in front. So if you think about it, if you manipulate the tee on the plate where you're supposed to be hitting it, or where we're taught, he's thinking this. Boom, he's thinking take the ball up the middle the other way on that 2-0 hitter. That's exactly what we were taught. But he wants to catch everything out here because he wants to elevate everything. That's fine. He's got the leg kick, but the bat path is the same. He's just a little bit further out in front. And then if it's pull side, his hands are just quicker to it. And he's right here, and that's pull. These guys are absolutely killing the baseball. Justin Turner's leading the league, 343, a 443 on base percentage. I don't see him slowing down. Lauren, that's all I got.